Somebody, yeah, that's my Maserati going ham. No salami, that's your chick. If I like it, then I'm straight. Boat garden in a club where the bottles that rose.
Any better than that for a great start of the day.
I mean, we're starting with Team Queso here.
They all come in from different regions, different countries, but all speaking Spanish as well. And they dominated Group A. They ran through it with stars all over the place, and now they want the big ticket to the World Championship.
To help get those loons in after a couple extra defenses.
So Team Queso, known for their offensive capabilities, and top of Japan, known for their base building. This is an offense versus defense war. Let's see who is going to remain king of this particular battle. As we know, we have many more to come here today.
Well, check out this base from Earth of top of Japan, Klaus. This is something that you see often in the game, but maybe slightly different than what we're used to with those 4 centered air defenses.
Maicol has gotten himself a 3-star in the past during the qualifier, during the round, Group A, there we go. So excited to see if he's going to be able to pull it off to repeat what he was able to do in the previous attack. And looks like he's coming at this base with Hog Riders.
Gotta love it. The Hog Riders getting ready to roll in, and that is something you often see with a base like this, where there's clear paths for those Hog Riders to follow. Just have to worry about those centered Inferno towers kind of given their own enclosure. The same with the Town Hall. Big concern, making sure the funneling works so that you've got at least some units that go in right after that Town Hall. There, speaking of funneling, Electro Dragon on the left and a balloon to get another corner Tesla.
You know, that one was a coconut loon, and he happened to drop it on the corner, and it happened to catch a Tesla. So that was really, really nice, knowing what possibly could be there, but also just the standard fundamentals of the game. You have to drop that balloon before you drop your important troops like the Electro Dragon.
Yep, and the Electro Dragon got a lot more value because of that, Klaus. In goes the Wall Wrecker right after the Town Hall, so it is about to deploy its Valkyries and a Rage spell. So that Town Hall is about to be history. And the Clan Castle coming out looks like just archers this time. So the defender not choosing to drop a Lava Hound in there.
Wow, so actually that worked out to his favor because he had the Valkyries, which completely wrecked all those archers in there. And then with the poison spell working on those witches, that enemy CC really did nothing of value.
And look at the early Warden ability right there. Helps out against the Eagle Artillery and the Inferno Tower. Hogs kind of making a decision where they want to head. Now they're going after the Eagle. There's some more shots raining down on the Hogs, but there's your last heal spell right out in front. Most of them are going to soak it up. Just a few of them missing. Not a lot of defenses left here, Klaus. They're headed in. Good freeze spell on that Inferno Tower. There's not a lot of defenses. Again, there's a balloon on the backside. It's going to pick up that Tesla. Here come the Hog Riders. They got the Inferno Tower down. 78%. The pressure is on right now. Maicol looking like he might have this. Under a minute left, but so many Hog Riders left, Klaus. They're going to get that last Wizard Tower down. The Wizard Tower is down, and the giant bomb goes off, but the Hog Riders have no defenses left. This is it. This is going to be the first 3-star Team Queso. Maicol DP putting it down one more time. 3 stars right here as this attack wraps up. Nobody could stop him.
And that's the 3-star for Maicol DP, the first 3-star of the playoffs here in April. Incredible for him to repeat what he managed to do in the previous wars.
Exactly, Klaus. This was not his first 3-star in this weekend's competition. He 3-starred earlier in this base. Some players have seen this before out in the game, and it's a familiar layout and absolutely deconstructed. Everything destroyed, and a beautiful 3-star right there to put Team Queso out on top.
Hog Riders, one of the most strategic troops that you can use. I mean, whenever you have a defense like those Inferno Towers inside of those gigantic island bases, that's one of the best troops to use, something that will target defense. So if you get the funnel, you can get in there and get those trick defenses.
It was beautifully funneled. So well executed, just an amazing attack to watch. Gotta love level 9 Hog Riders. So strong right now. And it's up to Toto, not his first appearance here in the World Championship qualifiers. He needs to come back and drop that 3-star to try to even things up.
Absolutely. With 2 attacks in the books for either clan, Team Queso has the advantage right now with that 3-star, 5 stars against 4, obviously with a total destruction spread of 4% as well. So things are looking really, really good for Team Queso, but these guys are all very, very capable of 3-starring, and it could easily swing the other direction in anywhere.
Stone Slammer, watch it open the walls right there. Beautiful move as it dropped right on top of the Grand Warden, and that opened the walls for the Archer Queen. And the Barb King, his job is to make sure that the Queen turns right here and goes after that Town Hall. There, of course, beautiful freeze spell. Check out the freeze from the Ice Golem, Klaus.
Absolutely, and you were saying that it's the King's job to make sure the Queen doesn't go around. It was also the enemy's skeleton trap that caused the Queen to follow inside, so that was a really unlucky for the defender and very lucky for the attacker.
Yep, and again, this time when you do see the Lava Hound, there's a patiently placed poison spell right there waiting for that Lava Hound. You've got to make sure it's centered so that those pups soak up a lot of the poison. That's going to speed things up, as does, looks like 2 archers and 1 minion, Klaus, as they get in 36%. Town Hall is down, but he's far from the 2nd star.
Oof, it's rough to watch, but this Queen has walked her healer straight into a multi-targeting Inferno. We've been hammering on this for quite some time now. That is one of the worst things that can happen to your Queen Walk, but there it goes. It's down, and she seems to have kept at least most of her healers.
Yep, and here come your Hog Riders, bottom of the base, 6 o'clock, Toto dropping him down, moving in. He's got 2 heal spells remaining and 2 freeze spells as well. Here comes the heal, Giant Bomb, Hogs right into it, and the freeze on the Eagle Artillery. It did get 1 shell off. It's going to drop, not do much damage as the Hogs move forward, and they do take out the Eagle next. There's your last heal spell, Klaus. This is the last hope to keep those Hogs up.
This is
Get some health back.
It's an absolute surge of troops, and the heal spells plays perfectly to defend against the multi-infernos, and the Queen still being alive is absolutely
Queen is alive, and her healers are there. You can hear Top of Japan getting excited. This could be the answer right here. 84%. Check out the cleanup troops at the bottom of the screen and on the right. Nothing's going to stop this attack from Toto. He's got tons of Hog Riders left. Every single defense is down. The Archer Queen's turning. Everybody's going to head after the Clan Castle right now. 97%. Plenty of time. Here they come. The Troll freeze spell on the Clan Castle, and the immediate answer from Toto and Top of Japan. Another 3-star, Klaus.
The triple response by Top of Japan. You couldn't ask for a better one. You couldn't ask for us to write something this good. They are making it happen right here today. Toto answered the call, and I was about to say, actually, he was one of the lower percentagers for his clan. He just proved us all wrong, and the statistic
value she was getting, she was out of there, Klaus.
And that's what you want whenever you're using 4 or 5 healers. That is a ton of troop capacity, and you've got to get the value out of that Queen Walk, and you cannot let your Queen die early because that's way too much of a chunk of your army camps in order to be able to pull off the rest of the attack with the few troops that you have left after all of the healers are used up.
Great point, Klaus. It's all about value. We saw, Klaus was talking about it earlier, we saw Itsu demonstrate it yesterday on the Telestrator, talking about making an effective funnel by using the fewest troop space possible. Definitely something that makes a huge difference in the back end of any attack. Let's watch the beginning of this one as it's Earth from Top of Japan.
Speaking of funnel troops, looks like we got a couple of goblins nice and early. You know, Top of Japan known for doing this. It was pointed out to us before. That gold mine completely just wasting away right now. And also, hey, note, Earth is their current MVP. He has gotten a 3-star in the past and has that 93% total destruction, so we can expect big things out of this young man.
That's right, and there's innovations like that that are always exciting to see. That's something that has been extremely rarely used in Clash of Clans, and that would be goblins at the front end of an attack to help with the funnel going after those storages, those mines, those drills. That is a fantastic strategy because the goblins will chew right through them.
Look at that deployment of the P.E.K.K.A. way back there next to the healers to make sure that they won't go for anything else but those external Teslas. Now that they're in the fight, they're going to go straight, because there's nothing left. This funnel is incredible. They're going to go straight toward that Town Hall.
Good point, Klaus. Every single unit laser focused right here on that Town Hall enclosure, and look as there's a second jump spell. Nowhere else for them to go, but take that 1st star with the Town Hall, and now the Clan Castle comes out. Looks like Baby Dragon, Witch, and Archers this time.
Now watch for that Eagle Artillery going down on some bounce damage and that Queen being engaged too. This is an incredible attack, as well as the beginning section. The first 50% has already taken out many of the major defenses on the base.
And there's your late Stone Slammer about 7 o'clock, goes directly in after that Inferno Tower. That is such a great strategy to watch as well. Lots of units still in the core. We're only at 57%. The attack going well, but watch for those healers, where they're targeting and what they are keeping up. The Barb King seems to be leading the way right now, Klaus.
absolutely brilliant where he deployed his Stone Slammer. All those defenses were distracted. It's like the cops weren't watching, and here he comes sneaking in, taking some stuff, and that stuff is the percentage. Amazing that Stone Slammer still has yet to be popped.
Stone Slammer still up, and check out the Archer Queen. She gets down some critical defenses right here before she finally expires to that Inferno Tower. Can the Stone Slammer move in? No, not quite, but check the Rage spell, the haste spell into easily the Inferno Tower, the air defense, the cannon, the Expo. There are tons of defenses going down right there.
This is looking very, very nice for him right now with all of the defenses
Nothing
down
left.
with P.E.K.K.A. and nothing inside of the walls, and P.E.K.K.A. with healers on him. Galadon, this is looking like a complete overkill.
Earth looks completely relaxed right now. You can hear top of Japan as every last structure is going down. There's only one air targeting defense. Tons of units closing in on what is left of this base. 93%, they're laughing, they're celebrating, they're joking. They know there's nothing that's going to stop Earth right now. He kicks back, the final structure's going down. 3 stars, top of Japan, showing why they are some of the best players in their country and in the world, Klaus. Another triple.
Amazing that they put up 2 triples now. Earth, a well-known 3-star attacker, proving it today under the lights in the stress. Now top of Japan having 2 3-stars and Team Queso only having 1 that really, really squeezes the orange on Team Queso.
Again, like Klaus pointed out at the beginning of that attack, the funnel was flawless, but there was an unfortunate Tesla right there. Those are the type of things that players plan for. They know if I drop a certain number of loons here, it can get through, X, Y, or Z defense. The Tesla, kind of an unknown factor there, definitely messed things up, and that's part of the reason that Wizard Tower stood.
Ooh, so Oskivum is their final attacker for
it.
Team Queso, and Oskivum is currently the MVP of the entire rounds from A and B with an average total destruction of 99, 2 out of 3 3-stars, and the other one was a 97. So if there's anybody in the league right now that's going to pull off a triple and get his clan back in, it's him.
Oskivum, 100%, 100%, 97%, his 3 attacks so far. He is absolutely the anchor player for Team Queso right here, and you can tell these Team Queso teammates are ready, they're prepared. He's got a spotter behind him, he's focused right here. Archer Queen making that move, and she's got the heal spell there, making sure to get those healers, getting her heal back up as she gets through a couple of key defenses.
We got another P.E.K.K.A. smash that Queen Walk obviously geared toward going toward the Town Hall. Going to secure that 2-star at least, but they've got to get the 3-star to win. And if they do, then they will win in the total destruction because it will be tied up 12-12. So let's see. It all comes down to this attack from Oskivum. He's the guy for the job, and that's why they saved him. Saving the best for last.
Yep, save the best for last. And that wall record gets through the wall, opens up. Check out the freeze spell up there on that air defense as the healers are still moving in on top of everybody. Another freeze on the multi-target in front of the right. Unit stalled by the tornado trap and by the lava pups from the lava hound.
You know that Queen is going untouched right now. Usually you would see a poison spell over the Queen or a freeze as the Queen was really near an Eagle Artillery. There's a lot of value there, but they get through it all, and right now we're seeing that classic problem with this attack, and this is that all the troops kind of go into the middle and then spread out on the backside.
Yeah, they've kind of gone out, but they've gotten all of the Inferno towers down. You still see there's a bunch of Archer towers at the top though, Klaus, and again, the units have spread out the Archer Queen. No healers remain, and that's going to be critical because the Archer Queen pops the ability, but she doesn't have much health left at all, even after that ability.
If she had taken that jump spell and went around, this would look very, very differently if she got around that P.E.K.K.A. But right now, there she goes. She is shot down, and with only a few troops left, there's a whole bunch of point defense up there at the top. So this is looking like it's going to be extremely, extremely close.
You've got a bunch of P.E.K.K.A. on the right-hand side. The Ice Golem bottom left has stalled. About a minute left, and Oskivum standing up right here as they're closing in. So many units left. Check out the left-hand side is all witches, the right-hand side is all P.E.K.K.A.s. You've got cleanup troops in behind. They're celebrating already. 55 seconds, 90%. There's just one Tesla left. It is going to go down. Nothing left to stop them. Oskivum has proven his prowess right here, answering with a 3-star that is going to give Team Queso the victory over top of Japan.
Oskivum with another 3-star, celebrating before the entire attack is over. That was incredible, and Team Queso moves on to the finals right
from both sides as well. I would anticipate that nobody expects a tie just from a bunch of 2-stars. These guys going for triples with every single attack. Will we see more P.E.K.K.A. smash? We've seen that be the dominant meta so far.
Absolutely, the P.E.K.K.A. smash. We've some bat spells thrown in between, but then you can't forget Japan, Blaze JP. Their bases have been just funky, hard to look at because they're so different, and that's amazing. That's great because we're going to see some bleed over between one meta and another, which generally has that language barrier. Now it's all out in the open.
All right, so Oshi Lukun from Blaze JP starts things off with the Coconut Loon and the Baby Dragon and a couple of boulders at the top. Again, watch that skip damage as they start to take down that Archer Tower as well. In comes your Gladiator Archer Queen, and I'm imagining she's going to head down towards that Town Hall, Klaus.
Oshi Lukun looking good so far. The funnel worked out. Queen goes the right direction. You could tell because the funnel was ahead of her and she turns around, so looking good. Also the funnel on the bottom left, look at that, just using 2 archers at this point.
Have needed that rage spell. Look at the health dwindle on the Archer Queen as the rage spell just barely got the healers to heal her back up in time, as now you've got multiple defenses firing on her and the Lava Hound is in there. Wow,
I'm sitting here counting tiles right now. Look at that jump spell. It's going to lead them barely in and then it can go all the way across to that Eagle artillery compartment. Is that a 6 area jump spell right there, Klaus? That is incredible skill. It's a perfect jump spell. It's literally a perfect jump spell.
And watch as this becomes a perfect funnel as these units start to move in. Some go around the outside. Looks like a few bowlers and witches. Here goes your Town Hall in just a few seconds as they're going to converge. The healers safely behind right now, Klaus, but watch out for that air defense.
Ouch. Okay, so the Freeze got the sweepers, but did not get the Eagle, and then looks like he accidentally double dropped freezes on his Eagle too, so that does not freeze it twice. That counts as 1. That was basically a wasted free spell for Oshi Lukun.
And again, the late slammer coming in at the top of your screen, 12 o'clock, taking out that Inferno Tower. Another freeze, that's going to try to keep the slammer up, but it's not going to last long as it's going after that cannon next. Archer Tower, Tesla, air defense, they're going to take down that slammer, and inside this time, it looks like double dragons.
But that is the power. Look at that. You can see it down there. The heals on the P.E.K.K.A. and the Ice Golem. You have some witches on the outside. This is the power of P.E.K.K.A. Smash. Is as soon as those healers tack onto the troops, we're looking very good.
Bottom of this base, less than a minute left though. There's 84% damage. Units starting to break through the walls. Archer Queen needs some heals. She's stuck on a wall right now, but at the top of the screen, the dragon is still up, going through defense after defense. On the right-hand side, the bowlers and the witches are still working, and the queen's on the interior. Ice Golem P.E.K.K.A.'s working their way through another wall. 36 seconds left, 93%. There's still defenses up. 2 Teslas, an Archer Tower. They're celebrating. They know it's going. The Archer Queen is there. The bowlers, the witches, everybody overwhelming this base. Nothing to stop it. And an opening 3 stars, what we're witnessing right here from Blaze JP.
What an incredible response from Blaze JP to grab that triple. Oshi Lukun setting the pace for this clan, and the underdogs, as you will, they are starting off hot. Is there really an underdog here, Galadon?
Come on, what a way to open against the Dark Looters. Absolutely no intimidation, no confusion to how to take this base. Earth put a base up that was very difficult for Flossie. Gotta be happy about that. And that's something that we've heard a lot from the Japanese this weekend, not just celebrating attacks, but celebrating successful defenses.
I think they spend more time on their bases than they do their attacking, and not because of the results, but just the fact that base building is so complex, and they're showing that they have some pride in their base designs, because as they take defenses, they're yelling at their iPads and their phones and stuff, hoping that the troops will run into the traps that they know are there.
They certainly are, and again, it looks like we're looking at yet another P.E.K.K.A. Smash, 1 Ice Golem, the 5 healers ready to go. So early free buildings being taken out, Baby Dragon out there helping the funnel for the Archer Queen.
Lots of troops. Look at that. He's got almost every troop in the game there. He's got 4 goblins. Let's keep an eye on those goblins. You don't see a lot of those. We pointed a few out at the beginning of this live stream. We're in the middle of war number 3. There's potentially 6 today, so we're not even halfway done, Galadon. This is incredible, but let's keep an eye once again on the goblins.
Rage spell just in time on those healers. Got the Archer Queen's health back up. Here comes a wall breaker through the rage, and that was just a test. Here come the real wall breakers. And they just barely get that wall open, Klaus. That was so close.
Wow, you don't expect to see 2 bombs so close together on the other side of the wall. He got one with that test wall breaker, but not the other, and that made it extremely stressful. But he got it, and now with that timely poison spell over the CC, everything is now charging right in.
Yep, funnel complete. Barb Kings going after each other on the left-hand side. Defensive Barbarian King won by a few hit points, but the funnel was complete, and all of your units are headed in towards the core. There's a jump. You can see they're trying to get to that Eagle Artillery. Of course, the Town Hall. Bowlers on the Town Hall right now.
Amazing.
First star is imminent. There you go, 49%, and then the Stone Slammer moving in.
I was going to say that was an amazing Warden ability because he noticed that he had a few bowlers that would get that Town Hall if they had just enough time. And these guys know how long that Warden ability is going to give them, how much extra damage is going to give them. He secured that 2-star, and things are looking pretty good. I mean, the healers on the P.E.K.K.A.
On the Stone Slammer, Klaus, that health is over 75% on the Stone Slammer. Lots of P.E.K.K.A.s moving through. The Slammer's going to get a lot of work done, and it could help out the back end of this attack if it gets in and gets some of these walls down. Watch as it moves in after this Archer Tower. If it goes left, lots of walls are going to get pulverized. That's going to be a big advantage right here for the P.E.K.K.A.s, the healers, the Queen, the Warden moving in. Another wall is going to go down at the top of the screen. That is an open path right there. Look at the freeze spell, keeps the Stone Slammer up even longer. It is clearing the way, 83% for Earth, and now the balloons come out. There's a haste spell left, so watch for the haste spell. The balloon's gonna rush in and take down the Wizard Tower. In come the P.E.K.K.A.s, in behind the healers. The Archer Queen still looking great. Watch out for that last Inferno Tower at the far side of this base. 30 seconds left, time is starting to count down, 94% damage. Watch as they move in. The balloons dropped right at the end. The Goblins are still there. The Archer Queen still has her ability. Everybody on their way in after that last building. 16 seconds left. In come the balloons, but they are not going to be able to do it. He's got to get through the wall. Out come the skeleton traps. They're through the wall. The P.E.K.K.A., the Archer Queen needs to get there. There's the 3rd star.
And there it is, the 3-star Earth with the second 3-star that we've seen today. Galadon going
absolutely
loopy.
exhausted.
His voice is gone, but that, my friends, is a clutch 3-star to put Top of Japan way ahead of Dark Looters at this current moment. Earth showing that he is larger, or very experienced in these high-level wars, and don't get flustered too much by what's at stake.
Yep, and you'll see just one small detail go wrong in the middle of an attack and change it from what would have been an easy 3-star to something like what we just saw, 79% too. And now we're getting a look at Maicol DP, who has had 2 3-stars so far this weekend.
That's right. Maicol got a 3-star in his first war, and then also today up against Top of Japan earlier. So this is exciting to see if he's going to be able to duplicate that. Is he going to be the second player to have 3 3-stars in a single qualifier? I'm really excited to see it. And with the Queenwalk Laloon, we've talked about this before. This attack has potentially the most potential.
Potentially the most potential
yes.
is indeed true. And you saw the Coconut Loon move in and pick up a Seeking Air Mine there. That protected those healers. The Lalo, you'll notice there's also 10 minions that are going to clean up behind the balloons. Barb King moving in from the top, so a good start so far. A quarter of this base is already out of the way, and that Town Hall kind of exposed over there. Not a lot protecting it, although there is an Expo in that same enclosure and the Tesla.
There we go. So that jump spell leading that Queen in toward that Eagle Artillery. If she can take out that Eagle Artillery before it does any shots, that is a huge victory for this attack. And now we also need to see 50% so that the balloons from that can actually target that Town Hall, because right now the balloons don't see it.
Good point, Klaus. And it's true, these attackers will actually count the number of structures between the beginning of an attack and when they want to drop something like Hog Riders or balloons, a defensive targeting troop, to make sure that they are at the right point in their attack to drop that troop so that the Town Hall becomes a weapon. We're only at 33% right now, but you're right, Klaus, the Archer Queen closing in on the Eagle Artillery, and she got an Expo, and of course the defensive Archer Queen is about to get wiped out.
That's right. She still has her ability, so if she needs it, she'll use it. Otherwise, she'll hold on to it, and there it goes. Queen is down, Eagle is down, CC's down, the Sweeper is down. Oh my goodness!
The tornado trap right there on the siege machine.
Wow,
watch out.
That was huge value for that Queen walking, and she's still rolling with her ability. The balloons and the Stone Slammer have been deployed too, so I mean, you can't ask for a better start to this attack so far.
And if you noticed right there, Klaus, the siege machine did end up grabbing the Town Hall. Looks like maybe he'd use something like a minion over there to activate that Town Hall. So that is your 2nd star, 60%, lots of balloons sweeping through the 6 o'clock portion of this base. Up at the top, though, you've got one last haste spell. You can hear these guys talking for Blaze JP. Popping the balloon right there, and again, you still got the multi-target Inferno, Wizard Tower, air defense, Last haste spell is down 76%.
No,
Lots
this
of
is
cleanup
over.
units at the bottom.
This is
They're
all about
closing
time
in on
right
the last splash defense. That wizard tower, they're celebrating already. He even has 2 balloons left to deploy right here. But look at the time. He's got 16 seconds left. He doesn't have the time to get these buildings down unless they hurry up and get through the last structures. Watch out as it's final 8 seconds. The elixir pump right there. The units are closing in and they're gonna grab the gold storage goes down.
And a 3-star from Maicol DP. That was incredible. His second 3-star out of 2 attacks today.
And he so cleverly waited until that final defense went down before putting his last 2 balloons so that they could help him with cleanup. If he hadn't have waited, that would not have been a 3-star. With Team Queso, when it comes down to percentage, they want to triple both of their remaining attacks in order to be ahead, and they have to also hope, against all odds, that Team Queso does not triple again.
Exactly, and if there's any clan that has every member that can drop a 3-star, it is Team Queso, who are watching right now. Come in again, and this time it's Bat Dragon. We've got 8 Bat spells and 10 Dragons. This is exciting when it goes right, Klaus.
Absolutely, you gotta love the dragons. I mean, like we've said many times, we've always pointed out, because the dragons are such a fun and interesting strategy to use. And of course, Scream with Black, but we're back. We're back. The dragons are back too, with that Bat Bomb starting it all off here.
Yep, so that Rage, Freeze, Bat Spell combination, trying to get as many defenses as they can. Look at them working on the Eagle Artillery, gonna get that Eagle down, so it's down, and more defenses in the area, because notice the Wizard Towers are all off on the right-hand side of this base, so the Bats get max value without any splash to slow them down.
Wow, so the last Bats trying to take up that final Expo down there. You can tell based on the funneling and based on the deployment that Expo, if it gets to that, will be the final defense that this base can hold up to. With 1 Rage spell remaining and a Grand Warden's Eternal Tome, you're talking about calling it close.
Yep, the archers coming out of that clan castle, the dragons closing in on that town hall. 70%, out comes the lava hound as well. Everybody in the town hall, good warden ability that protects everybody as the town hall goes down. 75%, the lava hound explodes. Splash damage from the dragons. Gonna take quick work on those lava pups right there. They're gonna move through the clan castle. 78%, 90 seconds remain in this attack, Klaus. Could it happen? The dragons are closing in, and there's an Expo that's ground targeting only that the dragons are moving in after, but there's 4 Teslas at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, this is going to be a close one. Those dragons all over the place. They got a good split, though, so they're working on things as their HP holds up, but there's a lot of air targeting point defenses down at the bottom.
The Inferno goes down, but you've got the Archer Tower. There goes a Tornado Trap. That's going to stall the dragons right there. They've got plenty of time, but the Teslas are absolutely just taking all the hit points away. They're trying to get their 2 Teslas left. The dragons just need 1 more Tesla to get this down. The Tesla is out of here any second. That is going to ice the 3-star. Plenty of time left. 2 buildings left. Almolin from Team Queso is going to stack yet another 3-star in this World Championship qualifier.
Wow, that was incredible. Almolin is one of the few Team Queso members that hadn't tripled yet, and they got it done. He made it happen in that attack. I mean, he saw a weakness in that base design, and he really took advantage of that. Those dragons, and hopped over into the corridor, but no, she decided she wanted something else instead, and
I cast her, cursed it.
Yeah, when she does that.
I clearly saw the path of Town Hall and then Eagle Artillery. She went out to the left of the Town Hall, and because she went out that way, then she ended up triggering the Clan Castle, and she got to deal with them, and then, yeah.
So you're saying we can blame you for that one? Okay,
I'll accept full blame for that not being a 3-star.
All right, cool. So Rio Torres, the final attack in this this war. Again, best 2 out of 3. This is the first war, so Team Queso will take the win here, but they are not done yet. Blaze JP has every opportunity in the world to take the next war and then settle it in a tie. Right now, Rio Torres, 23, starting off this attack. It's going to be yet another hog attack. I cannot get enough of these hog attacks, Scally.
I'm loving it. 30 Hog Riders right here. And this time, happy Hog Riders because we got 3 heal spells. And you know they appreciate the extra heal. 3 heal spells with a Hog Rider attack. Much healthier hogs back in the back end as they're getting through those last defenses. So watch for that to happen as you've got that Queen Charge going in trying to get that Town Hall down. And it looks like at least 1, if not 2, offensive Ice Golems. Big freeze, but it didn't catch the Lava Pups.
Unfortunate that it doesn't catch the lava pups, but hey, the queen is picking them off slowly. That poison spell seems to have been off. Now they're frozen. Air defense goes down to poor healer's taking a Seeking Air Mine, but overall, I mean, this attack's going pretty well for him. As long as his queen stays on task and goes for that Town Hall, I think we're going to be okay.
So much value right here for the queen to grab. She could get to that Eagle Artillery. The defensive Archer Queen goes down. Now she's going to go after the Clan Castle, a meaningless building until she turns. There goes the... I guess that's called the Town Hall, Klaus.
It is a Town Hall, and the queen is firing down on it right now. Now the queen has an opening to go toward that cannon. Looks like she's going to take it. Yep. If that opening was not there, she potentially, actually she would have gone for that Eagle Artillery, I believe, because it is within her sights.
Exactly. Instead, she's tied up down there with the Barb King, and the Hog Riders got tied up in a tornado trap. They've got skeletons that are hounding them as well. Now they're finally going to get in there, triggering bombs, heal spell on them. Eagle Artillery looks like it is out of the way finally, and he's got 1 rage and a heal, 4 balloons, and 3 archers left. Rigo Torres looking pretty solid right here. The Hog Riders just about to take out that Inferno Tower. They're applauding. It's looking good right here at 75%. Hog Riders, no spells left, but they're just blazing through the last of these defenses. Watch out for that Wizard Tower. You've got balloons moving in at the bottom, and the Archer Queen, she's still alive with healers, easily overrunning this base. No way to stop it.
Except, no. There's nothing that's going to stop it. It's going to be a 3-star. That is, there's nothing left. There is nothing left for this base. It is going to be a 3-star, and this is the very first 13 total for the clan, the very first that we have ever seen here in these qualifiers. So Team Queso breaking records here with 3 3-stars out of 5.
Not just the 3 stars, also having their first win in the best of 3 series. That means they're 1 ahead after this one here, and they just need another one, another simple war, if not that simple at all, that takes them away and keeps them away from the World Championship stage right now. 1 step still missing.
And you know,
by Aimer, but that queen walk-in, we've seen that. It seems to be a bit of a theme here today, Galadon. These bases so complex, these attackers think they need it, so they use it, and it costs them the clock.
Exactly. So much time taken up by using a queen charge attack like that. And here comes Maicol DP. Remember, he's put up 3-star after 3-star until this previous war when nobody could triple an opposing base. So we'll see if he can change things around here with just 1 heal spell in this attack.
I like the usage of the funnel down here. We got a Valkyrie and a Wizard. That's 12 total capacity. You would think, okay, Baby Dragon's 10. Why didn't you use a Baby Dragon? But look at that air defense right there on the corner. So we used the base and did what he could to create a funnel as cheaply as possible.
Good point, Klaus. He also knew that neither one of those troops would last very long, so they likely wouldn't pull the healers off. Now the healer's unfortunately getting hit by that Inferno Tower, hoping the queen's going to get there. She is on there, but she took a lot of damage. Queen had to use her ability in that mess, and it looks like she got distracted from the Inferno Tower because of the Clan Castle troops, Klaus. The Inferno was still up.
Maicol has tripled 2 out of his 3 attacks here today. Let's see if he's able to get it done again. The attack looking good. He got the Town Hall down. He's got a lot of troops, but now he's got 2 major sections, if you don't include the Stone Slammer at the very top. 1 group on the top, 1 group on the bottom, 1 group in the middle. This split up of his troops, definitely not ideal.
Well, the Archer Queen is all by herself at the bottom of this base, sitting on a wall, dropping in some balloons from the right-hand side. Big group up at the top, and there's a freeze spell from an Ice Golem on offense. The Warden's trying to help everybody else out. There's minions in there, balloons still alive. But that second Inferno Tower, man, it has done so much damage.
Those healers are absolutely clutch there, Galadon. They have now switched over to the P.E.K.K.A. The Queen getting some of the internal defenses. This is looking good for him, but not perfect. He does have a P.E.K.K.A. on the outside, getting the funnel, getting some cleanup, and possibly distracting. But that is the key moment right there, those P.E.K.K.A. with those healers.
There's 3 P.E.K.K.A.s in the inside of this base, Klaus. You're right, and the healers are taking some damage right here, but they should be able to get that Inferno Tower out of the way. Oh! One of the worst enemies of the P.E.K.K.A.s, that's the Skeleton Trap's going to slow them down. So slow to attack, and those healers actually now getting hit by a Wizard Tower in behind. Looks like maybe there's only 1 left, and it is gone as well. No healers left, and less than a minute remains.
And with that healer group going down to that Wizard Tower, that is going to be very difficult for him to recover from. And for some reason, the P.E.K.K.A. are going the wrong direction, working on different buildings. One turns around. Okay, we're okay. Are we okay? P.E.K.K.A., you got this, buddies. You got this.
They're going to get that wizard tower at the top. This other P.E.K.K.A is really healthy getting through the wall right here, 93%, and it's through the wall. If it tanks for the wizard and the archer right there, we could have a 3-star. There's only one defense left. It's a matter of time. Here come the other P.E.K.K.As to join in as well. The wizard, the archer, the warden is still at full health. 97%, 16 seconds left. They've got this. Team Queso is going to turn the tables and pick up another 3-star. Here it comes, Maicol DP returning to his prior form.
That's what he came for. He wanted that 3-star. He wanted to put his clan back in focus, and that is how you lead. Guys, that is 3-stars out of 4 today. That is a 75% hit rate. This man has just put his team back on top.
That is virtually drop the 3-star, and that right there was the deciding star in this war, in the series, in the entire weekend, as Blaze JP defeated by Team Queso, who advances to the World Championships.
Back and forth between Team Queso and Blaze JP, but in the end it was the battery of Team Queso that has more energy left to take it in the 3rd match in the best-of-3 series, and they will be the 2nd team qualifier winner. It's Team Queso! We're the winning team, that is for sure. And obviously they also get their golden tickets there engraved, by the way. Pat said engraved with the Clash of Clans World Championship logo. They got that as a ticket to the World Championship. We talked about that so often this week. Rico Torres, you had been with me on that couch over there saying, like, we try our best, we are happy. And now you got it. Tell me about these feelings. Your last attack was not really having an impact anymore, so you could relax. How was that?
¿Cómo te has sentido cuando ya has visto que el último ataque era el ataque fatal? Que ya